All right, everybody. How are you? How's everybody doing? How are you, Tim? All right, so just give me a second because I am sending my new trade to my VIPs. I'll share that with you. That will be a freebie for everybody. Well, everybody joining the um, the show. Just I need to finish this up because my VIPs have priority. One dot. This is a nice. Let's see. That's a 1 to 2.5 risk to reward ratio that I am taking. Right. So how's everybody doing? Hi Tanya, how are you? Good morning, German. Godfred, good afternoon. Malaysia in the house. Hello, Glaxoni. Dubai is always in the house. That's right. Not quite, but we keep on grinding. I'm sorry. So, my new trade today, I will share it with you. So, if you are not part of the VIP group or the VIP team, this is a freebie for you. And you should consider joining the VIP team with the link below. I'm giving everybody 25% off if you use the promo code Orlando25 at the checkout. So basically, this is my new trade. Hold on the 4-hour chart. Let's watch the 1-hour chart here. Right, so basically this is a deep buy on the US dollar Canadian dollar with a great 1 to 2.5 risk to reward ratio. I placed a buy stop at the 128. I think, where was it? 127.80 with stops below the daily lows, etc. So why don't we go to the charts and let's have a look at that actual trade, right? Why did I do that? So first of all, if you're part of the VIP team, actually I sent this to everybody, right? I sent this to everybody yesterday. At the beginning of the session, the DXY, the US dollar currency index, Canada in the house, was trading around these levels, right? So there was no trade on the US dollar yesterday, right? I sent you a chart of what I was waiting yesterday on the USD. And what I was waiting was the pullback to the 93.10 level, or these highs, right? Now today we got that pullback. So I am looking for USD longs, and that is why I am. That's why I took that US dollar Canadian dollar long, right? So let's continue to talk about the DXY. This is the 4-hour chart. Let's have a look at the hourly. Now, the hourly is still inside of a pullback structure, right? We are still inside of a pullback structure. Now, you might think that US dollar Canadian dollar is a little bit early, but the thing about this is that if you look at what crude oil is doing, right? Actually, I'm not going to complicate things. Let's continue to look at the DXY, and looking at the 4-hour chart right here, This is the pullback that I was waiting for yesterday. Yesterday, that pullback did not pan out, right? That's why I didn't took any trades yesterday on the USD. Now that we have that pullback and seems to be a big rejection of this previous level, right? I am actively looking for US dollar longs for the next bullish leg. If you remember on Friday I traded, let's look at the hourly on Friday. Last Friday, I traded this breakout, right? This bullish breakout on the USD. Really did well with, we traded the US dollar Mexican peso, the US dollar versus the Swiss franc, and we also traded the euro versus the yen. Yep, US dollar cat triggered, my friend. That's right. US dollar cat triggered. So if you're not part of the VIP team, I am sharing my trade here with you guys. So take it as a freebie and take it also as what we do on the VIP team, right? Or what I personally do. If I see it in front of my charts, right? What I do basically is before going to bed, right? I take an hour or so and I go through my charts, right? And I look for possible setups to trade the next day, right? Because I really don't like waking up and having to do that work and not being prepared before my session. So that's what I do. And yesterday, basically, there was absolutely nothing to do with the USD. Now, we are seeing some very good bullish price action pre-market. We are about 23 minutes away from the market open. Yep, my gold shorts hit stop loss. And that's completely fine because right now I am writing 2 trades in profits, right? So I think you are part of the VIP team, right? So this is the other trade that I sent my VIPs earlier. This is a short on the CAD yen, right? That right now is about 30 pips in profits, a little bit less than halfway from our targets, but it looks extremely good. So both trades, right? Losing 1 trade and winning 2 trades makes money mathematically, right? Right. So basically, exactly, Godfrey. That's fine. So yesterday there was no trade for me, and that's what I do. If there is no trade for me, because you already know I am a US dollar trader. Basically, 80% of my trades are US dollar. Actually, 75 to 70% of my trades are US dollar based. Then the rest are Japanese yen based and pound and Canadian dollar based, but mostly US dollar driven trade. So yesterday there was absolutely no setup to trade the US dollar, right? Trading the US dollar yesterday for me would have been burning money, right? And I told you guys yesterday that I was waiting for this pullback. Why? Because it is structurally sane or confident, right, that here is where we are going to get this bullish momentum, right? Not all pullbacks and flags are going to work out, okay? But I have done the back test on a lot of historic price action, and the setups that I trade on the USD have a high probability of success. Now, we are seeing some bullish momentum on the USD. Let's have a look at the 50-minute chart to see how this looks. Now this 50-minute candle looks extremely bullish. We are about to break with the previous highs. I mean, the 50-minute candle doesn't mean anything to me. I'm just showing you this for kicks, right? Hey, all right, let's have a look at the chat. Yes, chatting. I know you're part of the VIP. Hi, sir, can you watch at New Zealand dollar, US dollar, and Euro yen? All right, Tim. But I'm gonna need that Aussie before I do anything with the Kiwi. Right, both trades are rocking. I'm not gonna move my stops. Right, I'm not gonna move my stops to break even on this trade. This is the 50-minute chart. Right, let's have a look at the hourly. Before I go through the Euro yen and New Zealand dollar and gold and what you guys are asking, right, I'm gonna show you basically why I took that trade on the CAD yen. Right. So, oi, that's right. Awesome. Can I give you like a head? I don't know. Yeah, I can't give you like an emoji on the chat, so whatever. It doesn't matter. So basically, this game is all about math. All about probabilities, right? And if you don't know the probabilities of success in historic price action on the markets that you trade your setups, to me, you're trading blindly, right? So basically, this CAD yen trade is a slam dunk. It's a slam dunk setup, right? Why? So let's have a look. We are in a bearish structure, short term, right? Now we missed this one. We missed the first leg down, right? We missed this leg down, right? So we're not going to chase the market. We are going to wait for that pullback. And if you remember yesterday on my daily watch list, I was talking about the possibility of trading the downside on the pound yen. And I was looking a pullback to about the 150.80 or so. That setup did not pan out, and to me, trading the downside here was trading in the middle of nowhere. But I wanted to trade the upside on the Japanese yen because of this, right? Japanese yen structure is very, very bullish, right? Extremely bullish. And again, we are seeing that pullback to the previous broken highs, right? So patience pays up. I saw that pullback, and I thought that I had missed every single one of those Japanese yen longs, right? Yeah, because have a look at the US dollar, Japanese yen was already gone. The pound yen already gone, euro yen, etc. Aussie yen gone. But then I had a look at the CAD yen, and the CAD yen was trading at this level, right? And the reversal on this market was not confirmed yet. But then suddenly we had the break of these lows, and I decided to go short. Why? Because one, it was a clear retest and rejection of the previous broken lows, right? Massive previous broken lows, if you ask me. Why? Because there were two retests here. And historically, let's have a look at the 4-hour chart, because I do believe that this is a big level historically, I think. Yeah, about those lows. Right, actually, exactly those lows. So, have a look at this. Have a look at this, and have a look at how massive this level is, right? So when I look at a historic price action, and when I look at historic price action to look for my key levels, right? I focus on this, right? On key levels where big buyers or big sellers jumping into the market, right? Where we saw big swings in the market. So if you notice, for about, let's have a look, right? For about 45 days worth of trading, we saw a range. Then at this moment in historic price action is where buyers started to move this market up, and we saw a rally of about 5% or 517 pips. So this is a historic key level, and like we saw on the hourly, not only they were not only price was retesting the previous lows, but also a massive historic key level. So to me, this was a slam dunk setup, more so because I was looking to ride this Japanese yen rally, which is massive, if you ask me, right? This impulsive move, right? Just have a look at this, right? Now this is daily, hourly. This impulsive move, right? This is how you can tell how strong a bullish move is. So that pullback to the previous broken highs was a 16 1-hour bar move, right? And right now, price has erased those losses, right? On 1, 2, 3, 4 1-hour bars. So yeah, I mean, this is a massive bullish move on the Japanese yen, which we are massively profiting from, right? Yeah, I mean, both trades actually look extremely good. Again, the US dollar Canadian dollar was also a slam dunk setup, a retest of the previous broken highs, etc. You know, this is not rocket science, right? You just have to know the probabilities of success of the setups that you trade, and have patience to trade them, right? You are going to lose some of your trades because it's impossible to win them all. But I mean, if you lose one, in this case, right? Now I lost 1 R on my gold shorts, right? But this US dollar Canadian dollar is going to give me 2.5 R, and the CAD yen is going to give me about 2 R. So that's 2.5 R minus 1 R that I lost. That's a 3.5 R for the day, which is profitable. Awesome. So kudos if you follow me on those trades, and the CAD yen was only sent to my VIP members, and if you want to be part of the VIP team and profit with us, and get all my trades, not only a couple of them, there's a link below this video. Just use the promo code Orlando25 to get 25% off of your subscription. So let's have a look at what you guys want me to look at, right? So first of all was gold, right? Gold. So my rationale for gold shorts was this. Hold on. This was my rationale for gold shorts. It was, the impulsive moves were to the downside in gold, of course, and we were retesting this massive level of resistance, right? 2 days, the same level, capping the upside in this market, right? More so, and also we were, our price was creating a reversal structure. So I put my sell stops below the daily lows. I got triggered and stopped out. Right. Like if you ask me what are you going to do with gold, nothing at all, nothing at all. I'm not gonna buy gold on this breakout, right? I'm not gonna buy gold on this breakout, but what I will do is look for further shorts. Where am I going to look for further shorts? One at the ADR high and at the retest of this previous base. Right now, I'm not gonna short blindly this market at all. I need to see a fake out or a clear rejection of the 1784 level before even looking for shorts in gold. Yep, that's well, those are my thoughts on gold. Right. Let me just manage one trade that I have running at the moment, please. It's in silver, and I think I'm going, maybe. All right, I was talking to myself. Don't worry about that. Euro yen, right? The euro yen, I shorted the euro yen right here on Friday, and I actually took this trade live on the daily edge on my show, right? I shorted here, and my targets were about at the 129 level, right? It was a day trade, and I think I took profits a little bit earlier, around the 129.10 or so, right? Now, price completely crashed, and right now, I mean, the short setup is completely and utterly gone, right? There's nothing to do here. And again, this is one of the markets that I was watching for possible Japanese yen longs. But what I didn't like about this is that shorting the 128.50s, right? It didn't give me a real good risk to reward ratio because my first targets or ultimate targets would have to be on the previous lows. Now, on the wider picture, right, the 4-hour chart or so, our price is about to retest the August lows. Now, this is a big level, right? This is a big level. Let's have a look at the daily, right? Yeah, so these are August lows, about the 127 and 128. Let's call it 128, right? August lows. Then, this move on the Japanese yen looks extremely bullish, which is, in fact, bearish for the euro yen, right? More so if the euro is rallying. Well, I mean, the euro is not doing much, right? This is very much Japanese yen driven. So the Japanese yen rally looks extremely good, right? Extremely bullish. This is the daily on the Japanese yen basket. This is FXEM's Japanese yen basket, which is basically the same as the DXY for the US dollar, right? So this looks extremely bullish, right? Now, bulls are not out of the woods just yet. We need to break with these highs in order to see real mid-term continuation, right? But on the short term, right? On the short term, there's still about 0.5, 0.55%, a possible 0.55% move to the upside on the Japanese yen, which again is bearish for the euro yen, and could possibly bring sellers to break with August lows, right? Now, if price breaks with August lows, what are the next key levels? Yeah, the next key levels is very near those lows. Now, August lows are around the 128, we called that, right? And the next key level is 70 pips away, around the 165 pips away, around the 127.35, right? This is a massive level on the Japanese yen. This is why shorting or going short on the Japanese yen to in fact be long on the I'm sorry, that's why being shorting the euro yen to in fact be long on the Japanese yen at these levels was a no-go to me because of how strong this level is. This is not the case on the CAD yen, right? So that's those are my thoughts on the euro yen. Now, what else? New Zealand dollar, US dollar, the Kiwi. I mean, I don't trade the Kiwi too much, you know. Actually, I don't trade it at all. I don't trade the Kiwi or the Aussie. I'm sorry, team, but I just don't. And but yeah, let's have a look at that. So I traded the upside on this market on a possible breakout of this flag. This is a midterm flag that of course failed, right? Now, my mistake here was buying in the middle of the flag, right? Now, everybody is a hindsight hero, of course, but that was my mistake, and that was I lost that trade. Now, it would have been a great win here, but you know, wood is just a chance that I do not have on my system. So yeah, the New Zealand dollar, US dollar, right? To me, it doesn't say anything at all. This is the forward chart. Just look at the daily, right? You know, the daily looked extremely promising on a break of this flag, right? Now that that flag has failed, I have no interest in this market whatsoever. Now, the hourly, I mean, yeah, sure, we're going to do your NZD, don't worry, mate. We are 3 minutes away from the market, open. So I'm gonna quickly finish the NZD USD, the Kiwi USD, and we're going to wait for that market open, and then I'll go through the Euro, New Zealand dollar, etc., etc., etc. So well, I don't remember what I was going to say about this. Oh yeah. So basically, again, this could have been a short opportunity, but you know, I just hated it because one, there was not a real retest and rejection of the previous lows, and there was no real setup to go short here. So, yeah, if you ask me, the Kiwi sucks. I'm sorry, I just don't trade it. You know, I am not profitable trading this market. Right. Yeah, let's have a look at cryptos. We had that. I mean, I got taken out on my long-term long on Ethereum on this spike low, which sucked, right? But you know, plan the trade and trade the plan. Now I'm looking for further longs on Ethereum. Why? Some people call me crazy. I don't know. But here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. This 4-hour candle, right? This rejection, this 4-hour candle, this is the one that took me out. And in hindsight, you know, yeah, my stops were a little bit too tight below those lows for a long-term trade, right? But I really didn't have a hedge, so I had to put it there. Yeah, so having said that, this rejection looks extremely promising. So, yeah, the rejection of the 29,000 level looks extremely promising. But if you look at price action, you know, last week lows are capping the upside on Ethereum, right? Now looking at the hourly chart really quick because we are seconds away from the market open. So looking at the hourly, just let me put a horizontal line here on this level. So looking at the hourly, right? This is too premature to be jumping in long, but If buyers manage to break with the 3150 level or so and price consolidates here, here is where I'm going to be buying with stops below this level. So 7 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Let's have a look at the US dollar, how it opens, right? Let's look at the 1 minute chart, just to see how the US dollar opens. If buyers jump in at the open, well, I mean, there's nothing really volatile going on the USD. Let's have a look at some of the markets. Gold also. Not volatile, not doing much. All right, so yeah, silver. Now, yeah, metals. Yeah. Now I'm seeing some some New York Open volume on the other screen. Yeah. Japanese yen buyers. That's good for our CAD yen short. I mean, the CAD yen short is doing extremely good. Japanese yen buyers, US dollar not doing much. Gold buyers, silver nothing. Let's have a look at some equities. Oof, this is gonna hurt. Wow, this is the S&P 500. The Dow, no, that's the S&P 500 again. The Dow and the Nasdaq, all seeing some, some sellers at the open. Of course, that doesn't mean anything, because we're looking at the 1 minute chart. It really doesn't mean anything. I think I'm going to move my stops. I think I'm going to move my stops to break even on the CAD yen. Yeah, I mean, this move looks very good. I'm gonna leave it like that for the moment. US 30. Yeah, let's have a look at the Dow. All right. So the Dow. Oh boy, this is a 4-hour chart on the Dow. I mean, these levels are so choppy. I really don't like them. Thank you, the Giants. Thank you for what, mate? You're welcome, but I would like to know, why are you thanking me? Just curiosity. So the Dow. Let's have a look at the hourly on the Dow. Right. So hold on. Let's start by looking at the 4-hour chart. Yeah, I wouldn't be a buyer here, even though we rejected July lows. Yeah, Stephen, I'm going to do that. Euro, NZD, but not right now. So, I'm sorry. What I was saying about the Dow is that I'm personally speaking, I'm looking for zones to buy into weakness on U.S. equities. Personally, I had this was my trade on the Nasdaq. I got stopped out. But if you remember, a couple of weeks ago, I was waiting for the pullback to this level, right, on the Nasdaq. I got in and I got stopped out on Sunday, which is fine because that was my plan. I traded my plan. Now I think that we have missed a very good short on the Nasdaq. Fuck. This could have been a great short on the Nasdaq for a quick dip. Let me show you why. I'm sorry. So this was just a retest of a massive level. Why is this a massive level? Because if you notice, this was the level that was capping the upside on the Nasdaq for a while, right? You have to look for these levels in historic price action, right? When will this post? I don't know, David. David Dobrik podcast. I don't know, but he will start soon. I think today or tomorrow at the latest. So this was a level that was capping Nasdaq to the upside, right? So big level, and today we had that retest. But and of course, after getting stopped out, impulsive moves are to the downside. And yeah, this was a clean retest. DAX, the DAX, yeah, I mean, I do trade equities. I trade U.S. equities and European equities, mostly the DAX and the FTSE. But lately, there has been no trade on both markets, on those markets. Right, so having said that, now that I'm looking at what's going on right now, I think shorts is not the way to go. To me, right now, U.S. equities are in a no man's land, right? The S&P 500, right? Where is my buy level on the S&P 500 and where it has been all along, right? All along it has been here. Now, should the S&P 500 dip to the 4250 level or so, this is where I'm going to get long very big for the next leg up, The cool thing about US equities, or equities, is that the retests on the previous broken levels are very clean. I need water. I don't have water here. So, let's have a look at the trades. Yeah. What? USD bullish. Let's have a look at the DXY. Yes, the USD is about to break that flag, mate. I mean, historic price action gives you clues, and the last time, or this was on Friday, right? On Friday, when the USD broke, or the DXY broke with the flag, we saw a 0.4% move to the highs. So if we extrapolate this to a possible breakout here, we could be looking at a possible move to the 93.60 or so. But again, we need to wait and see if that plays out. Right, so my throat is killing me. Aussie USD. So, like I said before, the Aussie USD is a market that I really don't trade. The Aussie USD, the Aussie dollar overall. It's a market that I really don't trade, but let's have a look at the chart, right? Just to see some levels where we can get, or where you can get some rejections off. Now, again, this failure to really retest the previous broken lows to me is a no-go when it comes to shorting or when it comes to going short on a retest. Why? Because the data shows that when we don't have a clean retest, the probabilities of success of these setups drops a lot. I want to sign for signals. The signal service is so popular. I'm having FOMO. Don't get FOMO, mate. The easiest way to not get FOMO is to really think of what you want to achieve, right? What do you want to achieve? Do you want to ride a trade today, or do you want to make money in the long term, right? So, you have to be tough with yourself. CAD yen rising. Let's have a look. CAD yen rising. Yeah, that's fine. mean, that's completely fine. That's the reason that I didn't move my stops to break even. You know, we could. I mean, moves in the market are not never going to be a straight line. You have to. I mean, you have to learn how to deal with those pullbacks, right? You have to learn how to deal with those pullbacks. Okay, so we have been live, or I have been live for 45 minutes. For 45 minutes. Yeah, it has been a great show, mates. And, we got into this US dollar, Canadian dollar long. This is an amazing trade. Actually, personally speaking, I'm going to show you something really cool. Personally speaking, yeah, I don't know about you, but I hate that sound. So, personally speaking, USD CAD. Personally speaking. So, personally speaking, I also took that trade, right? But I'm going to show you the long-term chart, the 4-hour chart. I'm still long from the lows on the US dollar, Canadian dollar. This to me is an add-on. I'm actually, I'm sorry. I'm actually going to take profits at the highs of the move too. And, and this I have to cancel. I'm on the, and on this add-on to the to my USD CAD longs, I am going to take profits where I told you I was going to be taking profits, and I'm going to let the rest of that trade ride, So having said that, you have to learn how to deal, coming back to dealing with pullbacks, right? So this is I'm going to show you a daily. So basically what I'm looking for here on this market, on the USD CAD, is a hold on, insert shapes rectangle, right? Is a possible break of this level, the 130 level, right? That's why I took that long. I sent you guys that trade too, right? This trade today, I am going to take profits at the highs, but I'm going to let the rest of it ride for a possible break of these previous lows. This is a massive level. The probability of a breakout of this level is very low. That's why I have been taking profits on my long position here on the USD CAD. That's why I'm also going to take profit on today's trade right here, right? And that's why I'm going to take half of this trade at these heights around the 129.30 or so, right? Possibly more, because the probability of a mean pullback at the 130 level is extremely high, right? Extremely high. But because my plan is to hold on for a possible break of that level, I am going to hold a little bit of position that I'm going to have left, right? And that's also why I have been taking profits on this trade. Now, if you look at this from my entry to the highs, we're talking about a 314 pip run, right? And then from the highs to today's lows, we're talking about a 155 pip drop, right? So basically, price pulled back on me about 50%, right? But because I have already taken profits here and a little bit here, I really don't care about those pullbacks. I'm actually buying more if you saw what I did today. Right, so let's have a look at the chart. EURNZD, all right, EURNZD, shit. I don't even have the EURNZD, here. Euro NZD, pretty good if you ask me. Still bullish. yeah, I mean, it's still bullish on the USD. Yeah, this was a fake out of the previous 2 weeks highs. But you know, this is the thing about breakouts, right? Um, or if you traded the breakout of this massive level, you know, and you have to, I mean, you have to look at the previous week's highs, the previous month's highs, because those levels are very important, right? If you look at this market in specific, we have 2 weeks price capping, or I'm sorry, we have 2 weeks of the same level capping the upside and making the same weekly highs and making the same weekly lows, right? Now, price has broken with that range, and the highest probability trade is to the upside here. Oh, you know, my voice, my throat is killing me. I have been live for 50 minutes. You know, I really appreciate everybody joining me. You know, I am going to do this show every day. My show is called The Daily Edge because of the edge that we take here. The edge on the market, right? So, just to finish up with things, my open trades on the VIP. How it looks. Alright. So, hold on. So minor pullback here on the CAD yen. So let's have a look at the 50-minute chart, right? Minor pullback on the CAD yen. I mean, the structure still is very bearish, right? Should price break with these highs, I would consider, closing my trade early. But the reason that I didn't move my stops to break even is because the probability of a pullback to the previous lows, which are this right here, is high, right? And I am completely fine with a pullback to the previous lows. Why? Because I traded the momentum to the downside, right? The breakout. Sometimes price is just going to fall, and hit my TP, right? But most of the time, I am going to see a pullback to the previous broken lows. In this case, because I'm short, right? And should price come back and test the previous broken lows, reject the previous broken lows, sellers are going to jump in and move price in my direction. But if I move stop losses to break even too soon, I might get stopped out at break even on that pullback, which sucks. US dollar, Canadian dollar. I mean, this 4-hour chart. Let's have a look at the 15-minute chart. I don't even look at the 15-minute chart, but I'm doing this for you guys. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to say here other than, it's either make it or break it, right? On the USD CAD. Now, for you guys that are not on the VIP team, right? And this is a VIP trade, of course, the USD CAD. I'm gonna share my possible trade management here, right? So I'm not gonna do anything. I am not going to do anything with this trade. Why? Because my stops are below the daily lows and below this spike low. This is why I put my stop here, because of this spike low. Now, should price fail to continue higher, it will stop me out at a loss, right? But if price moves down here to the 127.68 or so, I'm not gonna panic. I'm not going to panic close my trade. That's something that I just don't do, because if you keep a journal, right? My advice is to mind the data on your journal, right? And you are going to realize that if you are trading correct probabilities on your, if the probabilities behind your setup are good, in the sense that on a vacuum, they will make money in the long term. Closing trades too early on a panic will bring that profitability down, because you might not realize this, but more often than not, pullbacks or drawdowns below your entry point, in this case because we are long, are going to happen. And if you close on a panic on a 9-10 pip stop or 9-10 pip loss, you're just going to maybe see price bounce towards your TPs. So if you're not confident, I mean, if you feel like panic closing a trade, is because you're not confident about your trading system, and you should work on that, right? So this is me. Thank you again for joining me. I am doing this every day. Right now, just managing our busy schedule, but this is going to be a daily show. Everybody's invited to the show, you know. Everybody's invited to the show. Because of the way that I trade, I am not going to be trading live every single day. But, on occasions, I might find a setup like I did on Friday on the Euro Yen and trade it live. And you can follow me if you want, if it makes sense to you, and if it doesn't, just don't, right? But don't expect to trade every single day on my show, because that's just not how I do stuff, how I do this. Right, I'm not gonna go through Platinum and the Euro Aussie. I'm sorry. The show is over, mates. Mujib Abdul, thank you for joining me. I really enjoy these shows, and if you stick with me, you're going to meet my dog. Yeah, The reason that my camera is off is because I'm getting work done here on my working station, and it's a little bit messy at the moment, with paint and pieces of wall, etc. But I will be up and running very, 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 very soon. This week, actually. And yeah, everybody's welcome to join, and you don't have to be a VIP in order to be part of this show. There's a lot of stuff that I share here, but just understand that when it comes to actual execution, that is only for my VIPs. So, if you want to be part of the VIP team, again, there's a link below this video. And if you use the promo code Orlando25 at the checkout, you will get 25% off of your monthly subscription, right? And again, success isn't owned, it's leased, and rent is due every fucking day. So hustle, mates, hustle. I'll see you guys tomorrow.